Welcome to the Mayor's Lounge here at the Hideaway Cafe, and it is a chance for us to meet someone in our community who has a unique story and is really making a difference in our community, and also to feature some incredible musicians. So Dr. Arnold, thank you for being on the show with us today.
Thank you for having me.
I know there are people who are going to watch the show who may not be familiar with what you do for work, but also may not have been as familiar with your time on television. So I want to start out by having you tell us a little bit about the Dr. Arnold story. Tell us your story.
Oh goodness. Well, I'm a neonatologist, so as my clinical hat, I'm a physician, and I'm also a medical director of a simulation program at Johns Hopkins All Children's here in St. Petersburg. I started about a year and a half ago now, and just recently moved back to St. Petersburg, which is where I'm originally from, born in St. Petersburg here, so I'm a native.
We got a burger here.
Yep, but my very busy hobby is on a show called The Little Couple on TLC. So I'm also on that show, that program, with my husband and our two kids. And it's essentially a docudrama that follows our lives both professionally and personally.
I've been to the research facility and got to tour it and saw a little bit about what you get to play with, so to speak, and the simulation facilities are just amazing. And what kind of impact can that not only have on the students that you're working with, but this community?
What I love about simulation is that it is a training tool, it's a patient safety tool, it can improve outcomes for kids. So, when I do clinical care, it's one patient at a time, it's wonderful, but when I do teaching in the sim lab, we can train staff that then will go take better care of many, many kids in our community. So it's really going to enhance the quality of care that we're able to offer at the hospital. We're training our parents and
really cool.
home caregivers. We're going to take it to the next level over the next year and reach out to our community, not only healthcare providers, but even non-healthcare providers. So we're looking at bringing in, for example, first responders.
I can't believe now your show, 10 years or so you've been on?
Yeah.
Obviously, you're pretty comfortable in front of a camera, certainly by now, but how would you think it's changed your life?
I think for the most part, we're not very good actors, so we're pretty much the same as we were in many respects, at least I hope. But definitely, the first time we had to do the show, my husband and I were on pins and needles. We actually filmed the pilot, not knowing if it was going to go beyond one episode. We really thought it would never last this long. It's given us the opportunity to do things we never would have done. I've gotten to meet a lot of great people like yourself throughout this, journey, and we got to document the best home videos of our kids, so that's kind of cool.
So you're back here in St. Petersburg. Is there anything that you really love about St. Pete?
Oh, yes. So I saw a t-shirt recently, not to digress, but that said, I loved St. Pete before it was cool. And
I love that shirt.
Me too. It wasn't in my size at all, so I would have bought it. So yes, I have loved St. Pete ever since I was a child. I would say probably my number one favorite thing about St. Pete is being near the water and the beaches. It's just beautiful. It's relaxing. It calms my spirit when I'm stressed out.
We get the pleasure of getting to hear some great local talent here on the show, and today we've got two folks, a pianist and someone who plays the harp, which that's not
awesome.
Yeah, you don't get to hear that often, and so I think this is a real treat. But I'm really looking forward to hearing them, and again, I really appreciate you coming on the show with us.
Thank you so much for having me. We're lucky to have you as our mayor.
Well, thank you. Very kind. Woo!